Wow. Buenos dias. Wow, we are very happy to be here.
It's really dark in here. It's like I want to see the people.
Oh, that helps. Thank you. Oh, there we go.
That's a little better. I want to see you. I want to see
Even the playing field. We just want to say thank you guys for being here.
Thank you.
And hopefully, we won't bore you. Hopefully, we won't squeeze you to death. And that we have a really good time.
That was good. I agree. Oh!
And now it's Ian's spot.
I'm going to leave you guys with Ian. Matt and I are going to be back and Jiffy.
Bye, boys. I'll miss you. I love you. Wow.
Si alguien quiere hacerle preguntas a Ian, for the questions for Ian is here, please.
What is up, Barcelona? I don't think anyone wants to ask any questions. Amy. I'm going to take a picture of you now. So cool. Where's Paul? I think he's in jail, but we'll get Paul. We'll get Paul. That's so cool. Except it draws attention sometimes. Talk to me. Hello.
No!
How do you think Damon? How do you think Damon is gonna end, and how would you like him to end?
I'm sorry, how do I think what? I don't think often.
How do you think Damon is gonna end, and how would you like him to end?
End? Wow. Let's just cut right to it.
Repeat?
Well, one would hope that Damon gets the girl, but he probably won't. And then he ends up on some beautiful tropical island somewhere. Palm trees and things that I cannot speak of on this stage. Honestly, we don't know. And it's going to be very interesting to see because you never know on a television show. But when you do a movie, you have a script, and there's a beginning and a middle and an end. And it's a television show. You're just on a ride. And Julie Pleck and Kevin are only going to tell me very little because they know that I'm going to be talking to you guys. And that is a big problem for them. So we'll see. Thank you for reminding me that I don't know what my life really is about. Thank you. Hello.
Welcome to Barcelona. Welcome to Barcelona. My question is why you think a book written in the 19th century has such appeal to today's society?
Why do I think? Well, I'm sorry, I'm having trouble hearing you. I'm distracted by all the estrogen in this room.
Why you think a book written in the 19th century has such appeal now?
The storytelling in the 19th century, or the
The whole mythology behind that.
Oh, okay. I mean, that's actually a great question. I mean, the 19th century is really the last, it's the century of the most human progression in the world, world has ever seen, obviously. And we romanticize it. We finally had time to enjoy our lives, create music, create art, create, sexy clothing. I mean, and up until before the 19th century, women couldn't even show an ankle. And I think that we romanticize this going back into our history and trying to figure out where the hell we came from, how we got to this place. And Damon's been around since 1860. Well, he was turned, so you figured he was been around since 1850s. It's a long time. We're going into the 19th century, 20th century. It's our history. I mean, think about it. In the early 1900s, you had these giant, huge skirts, and by the 20s, women were out. And now, look at us. But I'm excited to explore more and more and more about this history and mythology in the 20th century. So hopefully you will watch.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Hello?
Hello.
In the real life, do you hide your good side behind a bad boy actor?
I'm formulating. I'm thinking. You mean in my real life? Do I let the bad boy come out, or a little bit, or is that what you meant?
Yes.
Well, hell yes. Listen, everybody likes a bad boy. I actually am a very sweet person. I promise you. So, I think the bad boy comes out of me in the streets of Barcelona. I guarantee that. Major. But in all actuality, to answer your question, in season 1 of this show, Damon was mean. But it was fun to be such a dick. But he was having a good time. And now I think he's been leveled a little bit and humbled. Unfortunately. It's just not as fun. But I try to be sweet. I don't like people being mean to each other just for the sake of they think it's cool, sexy. I think it's a bunch of bullshit.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello, welcome to Spain.
Thank you.
I wanted to ask you, if we see the show right now and taking it back to how Damon has reacted every time that he got hurt emotionally, if we take the situation right now with Elena having to decide who she's picking, how do you think how do you feel that Damon will react wherever her decision is? If she takes Stefan, will Damon go back to his self-destructive self? Will he recover? Will he leave town? Will he try to split it? I don't know.
That's an interesting question. What will Damon do? if he doesn't get the girl. In 2 years ago, it would be scary what he would do. Now, I think he and his brother, he loves his brother now. They're not constantly trying to kill each other. I think he's going to take it okay if it doesn't happen. I think he's going to, something will happen and he'll have to come back and save the day. But I think he's been through some serious stuff. And I think he's hopefully stopped acting like a child, because Damon he acts like a child. I think both of the boys, the brothers for once, have come to a decision. Hey, if she wants you, I'll go. Which would just be a really crappy situation. So let's see. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
No, thank you.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
I want to do two questions. How's your name, first of all?
My what?
Your name.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
I'm very happy about that.
You already know, but okay.
Very sweet.
Okay, second thing.
Ow.
Now that apparently Alaric character is going to die, sorry girls. Who's gonna miss more to Alaric and Matt Davis? Damon or Ian Somerhalder in real life?
Oh, well, I'll tell you. Both Ian and Damon will miss Matt Davis and Alaric if he goes away. If he were to go away, I would miss him a lot. He is a phenomenon. He's like, we're a family. And Alaric is the only friend Damon has. And, I threw it up to Julie that they should just go to Vegas and hang out, go to strip clubs, drink whiskey. But she didn't go for it. So, no, Matt Davis is a huge integral part of our family, and he's one of my closest brothers. So, if for some reason he goes away, it will be sad. I'm joking, I hate the bastard.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. So no one can deny that Damon is hilarious with some of his one-liners. So just interested to know how much input you have. Do you have to ad-lib any of those lines, or how much input you have to his hilarity?
They sit there with little BB guns, and when we get our dialogue wrong, they shoot us. It hurts. Damon, he used to be hilarious.
Oh, he's still hilarious.
He's not hilarious anymore.
All right.
I wish he was hilarious. I want to bring that hilarity back into Damon. But there's, waves of, Kevin Williamson made me understand that this is a 100 episode arc of this man. And I love how funny he can be. Even in, we use pain as a medicine. We use humor as like a medicine for pain. It's like a Band-Aid, And so Damon, we've all experienced a lot of pain. Damon just happens to use it to have fun. And to cover up that pain. So I love how funny he is. And I want to bring that back. And I think that there's some cool opportunities to do that. And hopefully, season 4, Damon gets to go kick some ass and, eat some college girls and run around.
Cool. Thank you.
Thank you.